OMG. Sit back, relax, and sip your tea. We keep you company.
Welcome to our channel, OMGs. 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 OMGs, 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 OMGs.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Happy New Week.
Happy New Week.
How was your weekend?
It was fine, right?
I wasn't asking you, I was asking them.
Hope you guys are doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look tired.
Well, sorry.
Just yawned as well.
I'm tired too, but you have to work. Anyways, you guys are wondering, Kilo Shelle, why am I wearing?
Sean lost the bank.
It's because I take you guys so seriously. You get this is how I'm the one always greeting you people.
He's going
unlike some people.
He's got a shoot.
Unlike some people.
That's why he's just like that.
Unlike some people that they will not just greet you. They will just come and just start talking. Me, I always greet you. So I take you seriously, like office work.
Well,
so that's why I dressed
to
come to work, because this is work. Do you understand? And I take you people serious like office work. Thank you very much.
I don't see.
Okay, so today, no time today. 10 minutes today. 10 minutes today. And we're talking about. We are not going too deep today. We are talking about like not regular stuff, but we are making it as simple as possible. We are talking about food.
Oh, I love food.
And the conversation is around husbands. Let's make it husbands for now. I would have said husbands and wives, because it's not one person's, it's not, at least now, the woke generation is not one person's place to be in the kitchen and one place not. But today, let's just make it husbands against wives, or not against wives. So in the sense that husbands, when your wife cooks for you, and when your wife cooks for you,
for you.
I said yes, but it was in my mind.
Silent.
Like, it didn't come out. So when your wife cooks for you, there are some times that those accidents happened. Those accidents happen. Jesus, you people just wear helmets. The amount that I'm blowing today.
Good.
So your wife cooks for you, and it was horrible. Like, that's the honest truth. It was horrible. How are you supposed to react to it?
Can I do?
Are you supposed to react to it?
Can I do it's like my own a monologue of how it comes across?
Okay.
Oh. Cooking. Food's ready. It smells really good, babe. It smells like, it smells so good, so good. It's like it's a bit sandy, a bit bland.
I've said sandy about your food.
It's like
was sandy. It not the food we ordered for that I said sandy?
No. That's what I'm doing you.
There's no way you will lie on me and I will look at you.
It's like it's tasteless.
When did I say tasteless? When did I say tasteless?
Oh my God.
Answer the question. When did I say tasteless?
You said it on numerous occasions.
Numerous occasions,
yes,
babe.
Like more than once.
It was once, babe.
It was once. But you still said it. At least
it was once.
And
I didn't just say it. You made me say it. No.
Wait. Let me finish. Okay, so what about this one? It's like it's a little bit. It's like bland. Like it's the season. The season didn't really cover everywhere. You know. And wait. I'm not done. Babe, I'm so sorry. I can't. I'm so sorry. I tried. So sorry.
Are you done now?
Scene.
So she has said her own. Let me now say my own the way it happens. So, in fact, let me even start from afresh. We all grew up. We all grew up.
Oh, here we go.
In different families and everything. So I happen to come from a family that has 4 ladies that could cook somehow. But being able to cook is relative. You get. So I came home from a home of plenty seasoning. Do you understand? We put seasoning in, and I think that's how most Africans are. Not too much that it will be too much. Like in tasteful, all those old school firewood jollof rice kind of taste and everything, So, and I think she grew up similar too, because she was like that when we got married. So we got married, like before we got married, she had cooked for me a couple of times. I'm like, thank God. Cooking will not be an issue because she cooks really well. Do you understand? We got married. if okay, yeah, when we got married, you were pregnant, but you were still cooking a little bit here and there and everything, but you were not cooking as much. So the last memory in my mind of you cooking was still the amazement and all that. You get. Then fast forward, I don't know how it started, but all of a sudden she just decided that she wants to go on a different journey, and she says it's healthy. That's how she calls it. So she cut off basically everything that makes food sweet. Do you understand?
Can you imagine?
Wait now.
So he's saying I cut off.
I did not. Let me talk now. So that's why
You did interrupt, actually. You did interrupt.
No, but you've interrupted already.
Okay.
If you I won't remember what I want to say again, and I'll leave you to the talking. That's why I started with my history of how we made food and how we know food to be sweet, and how she started with me. Do you understand? If it's not that, they say it's men that will deceive. If it's not that, it's deception that you start. So you first deceive me. It's just like the way they say all these men will toast ladies. And when they now get what they want, they'll now go the other way. Now you have gotten what you want.
That's the truth.
So now you've gotten what you want from me. You have used me now.
When you used to
wait
cook
now.
stew for me
you have
before,
used me finish
and
now.
You've not cooked stew since.
You have used me finish. So you cook sweet food. Because you know me now, like I'm everybody's man, you understand? But now I'm not everybody's man again. I'm your man. You have held me, and there's no way I'm going again. You have seen me finish. Anyways, back to my point. So she started this healthy cooking thing, which I really appreciate you for, by the way. Thank you very much.
Oh, wow.
Thank you very much. It's not easy, but I know you want us to live long. God will make us live long in Jesus' name. We are trying to avoid, things. I appreciate that. I'm not appreciative of that. It doesn't mean I'm not suffering, but I appreciate that. Now, I don't mean suffering. Do you understand? But I mean suffering, which I will explain later. So she started this healthy.
Later. We're going to be here for 20 minutes.
She started this healthy cooking thing and everything, which that's one thing about my wife, and that's another good thing about her, is she's a self-learner, a self-teacher. Do you understand? For example, she has never been a mom before, but she was amazing with Feromi. Like, we didn't have to spend too much. We didn't have to even really spend on Feromi. For instance, we didn't have to buy all those formula and everything. My wife will read, make different food. Like now, Feromi likes fruit and everything. These were things she taught herself. Nobody trained her. So that is how she is. So now, she did not have any prior training about whatever healthy cooking is and everything. She knows that we have to go the healthy way.
I think I need some training on that though.
So we shall have to go. So she knew nothing. At least the cooking she used to do before. Her mom is an amazing cook. Mom is I'm coming to London again because of your jollof. My mom is so amazing, but she's amazing now. You get? Do you understand? But the healthy thing, she had no idea what not to do and everything. So there has been
a trial and error,
and there has been misses. Now the days of the heat, like I said it on this channel that time, you get, because there had been a lot of misses. Like sometimes I'll just eat, as in you get. But there was this particular thing she found out about how to make stew, and she didn't have to use any of those seasoning that we knew about and everything. She had to use everything natural, and it's like the best stew I've tasted in my life, and I'm not joking. And anytime these things happen, I ring it, as in she always used to even get tired of me. I'm like, babe, this is so delicious. Oh my God, because I can't but appreciate. You understand? So delicious, blah 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 blah. My wife knows they say all that one. But the days of the misses. Now let me tell you how I handle miss. Once I taste it,
evolution of handling the misses.
Once I taste it, babe, the reaction has always been the same. Let me just explain. Once I taste it, from that on, and see all our misses. The thing with all this cooking is everything always smells nice, mad. You get, so the expectation don't rise, but when I taste, it's already missed. So because the last hit, like the last time she made it and it was so nice, I was all over the place. That babe, that thing is not there today. So I'm sure eating, but I'm not saying anything. My wife will ask me how is it. I'm like, okay, nice. Because before I got married, they have told me about all these things. I never say your wife's food is not
but he said
all right. Calm down. I never said it. I'll just be like, babe. Now I never said anything.
Bland.
I never said it. She'll be like, so I'll eat and everything, but she knows.
Taste raw.
She knows. Do you understand? From the reaction, because she didn't get the heat reaction, but I didn't say it was bad. She will now push me. When we finish it, she will still come be like, okay, babe, now I'm just trying on this thing. I need to know what to correct. Just tell me. Do you get? Like, I know you are my husband. I know your reaction. She will press me, and I'll be like, okay, babe. But I didn't say anything before. Okay, this particular one. As in, I don't know, maybe you need to add whatever
That's
flavor
what
you're
he says
putting, more
now,
flavor.
which I appreciate.
That was how I started.
No?
Yeah, I said tasteless. I said, you were like, okay, there's something wrong with this. I was like, okay, it felt as if it was tasteless. Then she just turned it against me. She's the one that pushed me. She's the one that made me talk. I was not going to talk. Do you understand?
Do you know when someone says something is tasteless, it's different. So perhaps if you added a little bit more seasoning, or maybe a bit more salt, it needs a bit more salt, just a touch more salt. Or you know, the flavors, like the flavor didn't really reach the bottom part or whatever.
Babe.
It means sorry, I'm saying. Babe. But you know, like I just feel like, yeah, I get it. Most of the time I know when the food is crap. Do you understand? But it's sometimes you're just tired. When you've tried, especially when you spent like 2-3 hours in the kitchen trying to get something right and it's just not getting right. And then, you know, like my pastor said yesterday, he was like, you better eat that food like it's sweet. Even if it's nasty, eat it like it's sweet. Because even we know it's nasty. The person that cooks it knows it's nasty, but because you ate it, you feel well, the next one shall be better.
But when you know it's nasty, see, when you know it's nasty and you see the person eating it, and he didn't say, you asked me, I was like, oh yeah, all right, yeah, well. And I was eating it. So appreciate it too. That I'm appreciating. You appreciate your.
That I cooked that I thought, oh, whatever, this is dead. Then you'd be like, oh my gosh, baby, this is mad.
Because me, I don't lie. Something will not be mad, and I was not saying it's not mad.
So
and something will not be. But see, so you already realize that this maybe was bad and everything. But I didn't say it was bad. It's just that I didn't have all that excitement in me.
If you say to me that, oh babe, like, you know, thank you so much for this food. Like
I always said it, babe. I always said it like because see,
no, babe. No. Most times you say it before. You say, this is a bit like this, but thanks. No, let me tell you the difference of a reaction that you'll get if you're like, babe, thank you so much for the food. It was, thank you so much for the food. All you need to say is me.
Let's be attacking it like that. I've never on my own accord complained about food till you ask me.
Your face.
Do you understand? So big.
The fact that you just eat one spoon, that's enough. That's a slap in the face.
Eat one spoon. How do you mean? I've never eaten one spoon of your food. I might eat it slowly.
No,
babe, no.
Do you know what
even this very sweet food sometimes I don't finish it because I told you that I don't know. All of a sudden, I used to eat a lot. I told you that thing before. I used to eat a lot at once, but now I eat small. So that's not the issue. The only thing you can say is the ones that you missed there. I might not be eating it as back to back as I would because when your food is very sweet, I rush it. So I might eat one spoon but when you ask me, when you first say, oh, okay, or how was it? Or, oh, babe, how is it? I'm like, oh, yeah, nice, not cool, yeah, nice. You get, but you already know that it's not the same reaction. But at least I didn't say it was, but you now come to meet me, make me trust you. You get, you, God forbid, like almost, no, I can't use that example. That's too, but you take out my defenses. Do you understand? And you're like, okay, babe, no, okay, this is me. I just want to know so that I know what to do better.
Exactly.
And I now talk.
The thing
now this tasteless one, that was, but it was once, and you talked about it, and it never happened again.
You said bland before.
That was then. And see, another thing that I don't still get how you don't know that about both of us right now. Which, if you know, it will make life easier a lot. Is your affiliation with words and my affiliation with words are different. And again, you are an English person. Do you understand? So English words resonate with you more. Do you understand? I'm deep. Not just like Yoruba words are deep with me. Do you understand? So me, sometimes I just like the way I'm struggling right now to even talk. Once I just get a word that tries to define what I'm saying, I just throw it. Do you understand?
Just tell me in Yoruba what it tastes like. It will be a better blow. Because when you say it to me in English, you know it's like a Nigerian thing that we call someone fat. She's fat now. That person is fat. She's fat. That fat girl, because you are fat, you can't wear this. If you say that someone in the UK, like that's really, really offensive to call somebody fat.
But when I say it's the same thing what I say now. When I say tasteless, not tasteless. Wait now. I've heard. Shebi already said it. I never said after then. But I'm sure explaining what happened then. But I'm not saying it again. But when I said tasteless, I mean tasteless as in if I was saying it in Yoruba now, like tobale kini nkan to fi si gangan, tobale fi kini yẹn si ko boya rice ju kini yẹn lọ. So what I'm saying is whatever you're using as flavor. Now the problem is not even your flavor. Maybe the rice was more than the flavor. The flavor is not tasting in the thing. So it's tasteless. That's what I meant. Do you understand? But we have moved past this a long time ago. Why this is a bit drama? No. But so now what I'm trying to eat, there's still going to be a conclusion to this thing here, because there's just one conclusion to this argument. There's even no argument here. But we're just going back in time, and I'm just stating my side and she's stating her side. But there's this thing. There's no two ways about it. We are coming to that conclusion. But what I'm just trying to say now is, okay, is enough that. Let me even go to the conclusion from here. The conclusion is, no matter how horrible the food tastes, so far the only person that you have a right to be totally sincere to about the rate of horribularity of the food is you. If you are the one that made the food for yourself, this yourself. But if it's another person that made it for you, that's another person that somebody else gave birth to. Do you understand? Despite the fact that the person is your husband or your wife, it's not your life that they are living. They have their own life. They have their own worries. Do you understand? Both of you are married together, but there are other things they could have been doing. They went to the market. Cooking is not snap. Do you understand? It's stressful. So you have no right to tell me. I learned. Do you understand? And I didn't even learn the hard way, because she's not a horrible person. But I know in pain that you have no right to tell anybody the truth if their food is horrible. You just have to find intelligent ways to go about it. Do you understand?
And also sometimes as well, because, like, I lost my train of thought.
But I've not even finished what I was going to say. So that's the conclusion. But what I'm now trying to dive into is, or sometimes you already know. Do you understand? For those days that you already see my countenance the way I'm eating, but I try not to show it. But it's just that. But I need, that's the maturity I need now, because our pastor, and funny enough, MCRB even cracked joke about this thing yesterday night. You get? So our pastor said something like, even if the salt is at killer level, you have to smile. Don't let it show on your face. So that's what I need grace of God for now, because it shows on my face.
I don't want to suffer you with bad food, innit? Like, obviously I want it to be
nice.
But
now, see, the history of this one, the history of this whole, the foundation of this whole thing now is there's even no issue. It's just that the way you knew how to cook all your life, you are changing it now, because you are trying to go the other way. So you are going on a path that you've never been before. So at least when I think about that, the thing that comes to my mind is, worst case scenario, if I'm tired of this thing and I'm just like, okay, babe, just rewind. At least there's a part that you can rewind to. So it's not like you don't know how to cook at all. That would have been another.
Exactly. It's just.
Do you understand?
I think sometimes I've been really hard on myself. I'm like, is that I can't cook again? But honestly, it's because I'm just literally trying another route. Like I did on my channel where I showed, like, I did I made stew without MSG seasoning or whatever, and that was tasty. So it was tasty.
I can't remember.
But it was, there was really, he said it was actually genuinely tasty. He said it behind the camera as well. It was tasty. But then I now changed up. I always find new spices in the supermarket, so I'll try that as well. Because I always want to find out different ways, because I'm so obsessed right now with just eating good food. I love food, but in a really healthy way. Because I'm always trying to go back to what, like, our great-grandparents were eating. Like, but and they were still tasty then. Before I want to see all these companies came and started making all these things.
I don't still want to, because I'm not still gotten to where I'm going. Do you understand? So I've told you the general conclusion. You don't have a right to tell anybody that cook for you that their food is not all right. Do you understand? So no, that's the conclusion. But there's somewhere I was still going to before the conclusion. Okay. I just wanted you to know the conclusion first. So where I'm going is, but okay, you already know. Sometimes when you cook these things, like the last jollof you made, I didn't say anything about the one that came to meet me that this jollof is horrible and dead. So that means you know. Yeah. Do you understand? And you see my effort that I'm not telling you this thing. When you ask me, I'm like, most times you ask me and you keep asking, babe, tell me the truth, babe, tell me. Now, so if you are pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, because when I get that push, so in my mind it's like, okay, you just really want to hear it, and you are not going to be angry. You want to hear it constructively. Do you understand? So when I now dish it out, do you get? So in as much as on the man's side, you have to be very mature and be very, very sensitive to your wife. Women are with feelings. Do you understand? Women are made to feel. Some women might not be exactly like that, and some men too might have the feeling side, but naturally, women are more feeling beings than men. They are more in touch with their
Emotional
feelings,
beings.
emotional beings than men. Do you understand? So men have to be intelligent about that. But my own is, once you see the effort too from your man that, okay, you know that, oh, he's eating this thing out of love and everything, let it be. If you don't want to let it be, if you are pushing, do you understand?
Yeah.
If you are, because once you are pushing, me, I see it as a signal that, oh, okay, it's okay to actually talk to you. And I'm not talking, it's a different thing when the talk is, what is this now, babe? Now, why do you keep doing this to me? Or when you ask me and you are now like, oh, okay, babe, talk. Okay, I'm like, okay, but I feel like maybe it was a bit tasteless. Tasteless is not the word. That I just went back to it because this was the way I was when I spoke the first time. Do you understand? Like, okay, maybe I don't know what you used though, but maybe if you had a little bit of that. That was what I was constructively speaking.
Which was helpful.
But you were taking it the other way. Do you understand? Which is understandable.
Tasteless.
Which is
That's why.
even other times that I've used, even still resemble.
You say blank, or you say like it smells raw, or you say that it's like it's bad. It's like can't you smell it, babe?
The smell raw one. I said it that okay, I think we need to stop using this thing because every time you use it, this is the minced meat now.
Yes, and then
but there was one time you put it in the refrigerator in the freezer for a long time, so that means it has soaked up with whatever you put it with. And when you warmed it, but babe, it made sense. Babe, it made sense.
My science was like, that it changed. But for me, it says it's exactly the same as the.
No, but babe,
to me,
babe, when you put anything, even if you soak something, why do you soak yam in water for a long time? They call it it's osmosis. Your yam was in the water on Sunday now.
That's because this girl cut it, so it had to be soaked.
But okay, when they marinate chicken and when they put it in the spice or something and they leave it there for a long time, you can't tell me the same chicken they left there that was there. You get so the minced meat that you had already cooked.
Yeah.
So maybe at that time, maybe everything had not even. Maybe minced meat is very stubborn, and maybe all the flavors, were all over.
Exactly the same.
It didn't. It wasn't, babe. Okay. It wasn't.
No
problem.
No, to you,
it wasn't. Okay. And you, another thing you know is I'm very, very. Is that our dog? Did you lock the door? Okay, the dog. Another thing you know is I'm very, very, very
sensitive
with my taste and my smell.
Folks are very picky.
So you know that. Do you understand? Do you know?
And I think that's my formula because you're so picky about. You're very picky.
But in spite of my pickiness, I never stress you with anything.
You don't.
If you don't even want to cook.
You're very happy to eat instant noodles.
Exactly. I'm very happy to drink Gary and I'm never the type that be like.
That makes me very sad. So that I always try.
Do you understand my people? Do you understand? So I've never come to you that this is what I want to eat now. This is what I want. You are the one that always even go far and above and I always appreciate it. Do you understand? I'm just letting you know my plight. We have spoken for this thing. But the general conclusion, which I've learned, although what I need to work on now is my expression, because I don't still know how to express like everything is all right when everything is not all right in my mouth. Do you understand?
No, I want you to be able to be honest with me. Like, it's just, but like I said, it's just choice words. It's just certain words that I don't.
But we've flown back past those choice of words since.
You're getting better.
Past those choice of words. Yeah. But trust me, all this thing is scam. Don't ever be honest with them if the food is not good. Eat it, especially you that your wife probably had a bad day. It does even like you've been eating heat back to back. So there was this particular day something just went wrong. They now burn you where you now use your mouth to talk.
You dey crazy? You dey crazy?
No, you're not crazy. No. But do you understand what we're saying? So like just eat it with love. Maybe she herself might even know and come and tell you sorry later.
Well, when after you've been slaving away in the kitchen, you think the thing is you don't get up and go to the kitchen ever. So you manage whatever I'm making. How about that? Which it's not necessarily the best thing to be thinking, but sometimes in the heat of
when your wife, let's now even say your wife is a horrible cook, she has never gotten it right, still eat it with love. So worst case scenario, don't still let her know that the problem is with her. Maybe you get a chef, or maybe you offer to be cooking by yourself if you have time. Do you understand? The most important thing is the effort. And I believe that effort comes out of love. Do you understand? Because they did it by themselves. There's no grumbling to do it. Like the whole process of going to the market, which will change very soon. So like I was saying, the whole process of having to go to the market under the sun to buy food, which is going to change very soon. There's a product you guys will be hearing about. It's part of what I'm going to shoot this morning. So, but the whole process of getting all those things, you know, slaving in the kitchen, sweating because of a man, that is what you should actually think about. The love it came from, and
But
not the final
it's
result.
not just you. I love eating different kinds of food as well. So that's partly like for me as well. It's gratifying to eat something, maybe something new, something different. I love different food. That's why I refuse to just have the same rice and stew daily. And that kind of
And
thing.
again,
So
all
that's
these
why.
men can not be wrong. I've heard from a lot of high profile men. The first time I heard it was from Pastor Jesse Duplantis. I don't know if you know him. Very funny. Like he's just like Pastor K. He's funnier than Pastor K though. But that one, he said he went to visit a couple and everything, and so the wife served them and everything. And as he tasted the food was so hot. I can't remember maybe he complained and everything, and the husband was looking at him. Or, you get so apparently the husband said that's how they've been eating the food all the years, and they eat it with joy. That's the biggest crap but they eat it with joy. The wife does not. Do you understand?
Oh my God.
Do you understand?
Oh my, no, that can't be my life. No,
God forbid. God
forbid.
But at least you, I understand. Do you, and you, I get understand the. Although some things that frustrate sometimes too is you'll have gotten it right perfectly for example, then you
I
just
forget.
stray away from it.
I forget the formula.
That stew
Or I try
was
another
the
formula.
best stew I've tasted
So I'll
in
go
my
back
life
to
with that
roasting the
shit,
peppers.
with that fish. Then you traveled and came back.
Do
And
you know what I was doing? I was roasting the peppers. And you remember, like now, like again.
we are over 20 minutes anyways.
I'll go back to that method.
Appreciate your wives. Don't let them know their food tastes horrible. Even if it tastes horrible, do not let them know. Even if they come back to ask you and be like, I suspect, don't let them know. Don't. MCRB, the one he said yesterday, his wife cooks, but he didn't know, he thought it was his sister. And the food had so much pepper. So he was, what rubbish? And the sister was cutting her. He said, why are you cutting her for me? You cook rubbish. When now found out it was his wife. It's too late to come back from that. Pastor Kinsley too said it yesterday. So, men, appreciate the love. Think about the effort. Effort is more than the taste. You get like effort.
It's okay.
Greater than taste.
Thank you guys for watching. We always appreciate you. Is there another moment?
Yeah, there should be. So.
OMGs, OMGs.
Flower, yes.
Where's flour? There's no flour here. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yes.
But men, how have you been? Men, we need you to comment. Has your wife ever had a bad day in the kitchen?
And
how did you react to it? Like, has her food ever tasted so horrible? And what was your reaction?
And ladies, what did you do when your husband said to you that, babe, kilo shile, Lily, what kind of food is this?
Yeah. And babes used to say, like, have you ever had bad days in the kitchen? How did your husband react?
And also,
what was your reaction?
has your husband cooked for you and it's terrible? That's
But babe, have I cooked for you and it's terrible?
Yes.
What was that?
One stew that you helped me to make, but you really helped me, so I couldn't complain.
What stew was that?
You know, you helped me to cook the stew. I wasn't able to. I think I had to go out for something.
Babe, the stew I used Pamela to make. There was one stew, and you were like, "Oh, are you serious? This is the way you're talking like that." I'm like, this is really, really nice. It's just that the oil was too much. You said it, but you said it tasted really, really nice.
And that wasn't it. That's something. This is more the last stew that you made. You helped me to cook it. It was really horrible, but I never told you that because I love you so much.
No.
Also, the noodles that you made for me the other night, I crunched the seasoning.
No, that's the noodles. Man, I said it was horrible from the get-go.
You never told me that.
No, I said it. I said the noodles was me. That's one thing about me. I'm honest to myself. I said it now.
I went to go meet it.
No, I said it now that this thing is too much. You get
I said it was mad.
I said this price is too.
I was crunching the seasoning.
But you now see the king of noodles.
No, babe, you haven't made good noodles for me in a long time. But you didn't know that, see?
No. I've not made noodles for you in a long time.
The last one that you made before that.
No, I've not made noodles for you in a long time. Maybe it's just.
It was last month.
Maybe it's just 3 times or anything.
The last one.
I'm the
And
best.
It wasn't great.
Okay, the best noodle you've had is from who?
From myself. Oh, actually, from Uri. We mix.
Go and marry Uwi now. Bye bye, ladies and
You're already
gentlemen.
married.
Bye.
Bye.